All right, I'm doing a completely different kind of video. I don't know that I've ever done a video like this ever. So this isn't a training video as much as it is a think tank. Like my brain is spinning. I'm in a super creative, innovative space right now, which is a great place to be, although it's incredibly hazardous. And what I mean by that is when I tend to get, I'll have kind of a blocked and something blocking me for a little bit, kind of like a writer would with, well, nothing really stops me from creating. I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes there's just a little bit of something in the thought process that is in the way, or a person that's in the way, or a negative energy in the space, or something that causes a kind of um, uh, a lack of innovation, creative time, I guess. And I'll do more of the every day I get up and do the kind of work that I just know works instead of testing and measuring and playing around, right? Well, that's all cleared, and now I'm back into this innovative, creative space. And when I do that, I tend to want to build new businesses and do all kinds of stuff. But the positive thing about it is I see things differently. There's a clarity, and so what I want to show you something today that that I'm finding, and I'm finding is becoming more relevant, and to such a point that all of us, excuse me, it's early, isn't it? All of us that are doing search engine optimization, working to rank on the search engines, better pay attention to, because this is serious. All right. So we've always kind of known, I'm on Google, hopefully you guys can see my screen here. Well, we've always known that Google prefers, Google rewards a page returned on the search engines for a query, a search term that it most likely relates to, that it is most relevant to. Google wants to stay the search engine of choice, therefore it wants to return the most relevant page for the most relevant search query, and with the most relevant intent, because they're now reading the intent of that searcher's when that searcher types something in, right? So for example, with personalized search, somebody is looking for, I'm in an incognito window right now, so hopefully we don't have any personalized search in here. So if somebody were looking for a hotel, okay, you're going to see something like this: hotels near me, hotels tonight, hotels near Disneyland, these popular ones. But if somebody has been researching Paris on their computer, and they're looking to go to Paris, and they're looking up flights to go to Paris, and they're looking at weather in Paris, and when they type in hotel, there's a good chance that Google's going to return hotels in Paris for that consumer. So we understand personalized search, right? We understand that Google wants to return the most relevant page for that search query and for that searcher specifically. So not all things are created equal. It's going to be different on a device. It's going to be different based on wherever you are locally. But one thing that I'm really, really faced with right now is some decisions around building my own websites, doing our own SEO and doing SEO for our clients, is what's happening on search with relevancy and theme. All right. So for example, let's just say we're going to type in Las Vegas homes for sale. All right. We're going to use real estate as an example because I have a real estate team, and this is one of the first things that made me start thinking about this. All right. Well, here's your SERP, your search engine results page. The top 4 are ads on here automatically. And then who has the 0 position? Zillow, which, by the way, I have some fancy schmancy tools, and Zillow's locking them all up now, because Zillow's locking up all those featured rich snippets for real estate. Other than blogs, like we're doing really good with blogs, we're doing really good with certain specialty things, but the general ones, Zillow's kind of locking up, and Google's rewarding Zillow. Okay, now look what happened. So Zillow has the 0 position, Zillow has the number 1 position, Realtor.com has the number 2, Trulia, Redfin, Homes.com, Century 21, Craigslist Remax. Okay, so this is normal. This has never bothered me. Used to this. You know, Google's, Zillow, Realtor.com, Truly, they're all going to lock up the top 3 spots. The top 5 are generally going to be dominated by the portals, and they're going to get whatever 65% of the clicks on the page. We're used to that. So I've always gone after the long tail. Okay, so the long tail would be like Las Vegas homes for sale with a pool. Okay, now this is still way up, way up. I'm going to drill down much further on that long tail keyword phrase in a second, show you something. But here we go. You got ads up top. You got Zillow, Realtor.com, Zillow, 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 Zillow. This was never like this before. I've never seen Zillow 8 times out of 10 on a SERP before. Okay, this is concerning. Las Vegas homes for sale with a pool under 200K. So this has been one I've done really well with. Okay, so Zillow, then me. So I used to have the #1 spot, Realtor.com, and then we've got some other locals. All right, so that one still okay, still in the top 3, but for how long? Okay, so then today I said, all right, let's look something else up. Let's look up 3-bedroom homes for sale in Las Vegas with a 3-car garage. So we're still general. We're still general Las Vegas. Okay. Zillow, 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 Zillow. Then me after Realtor.com. Holy cow. Okay. This is insane. Well, earlier this year, and by the way, this video is really not about Zillow. It's an example of what got me thinking about this. Earlier this year, I noticed Zillow coming on with the long tails. And so, again, I've got the research tools and Google alerts and whatnot. I could see them starting to focus on those long tails. So I started seeing things like 2-sided fireplaces and gas fireplaces and kitchens with double ovens and stainless steel. And I could see that they were coming for us with those MLS fields and those long tail searches. So I knew it was coming. I'm quite surprised that Google would give them 8 spots out of the 10. Not really sure that's the value proposition for the consumer, but obviously they believe it is. And so then I started thinking, all right, so let's take a look at, here's another one. Zillow has the top 4 spots. So then I said, well, let's take a look at condos, okay? Las Vegas condos. So condos are a big market here in Las Vegas. And so right off the bat, okay, not Zillow, but Truly has it. And then Zillow, Realtor.com. But look who's right here. This is not me. And kudos to Las Vegas Condomania. But it's a specific condo niche website. Okay? Look down here, condo.com. Las Vegas high rise. Do you see how the SERP, the search engine results page, is changing now to look for a more relevant returned website that is more not a web page, guys. We're not just talking about that we could build this long form content and kill it, building one page all about Las Vegas condos and we're going to outrank everybody else. No, that's not what's happening anymore. Now, there still is a place for long form content, and especially in less competitive spots, we can definitely do well with one page. But they're returning themed websites that are all around condos. Okay, now let's look at Las Vegas high-rise condos. Zillow's not even up here. Realtor.com is not even up here. Look who is. Las Vegas high-rise condo living. Highrises.com. Las Vegas condomania. Okay, so we're seeing more and more. Look where Zillow is, way down here at the bottom. Okay, so what are we learning from this? We're learning that the niche site that is more focused, and let me tell you, if you can be the big guy, if you are Zillow, if you are Petco, if you are Walmart, if you are the #1 online mega giant for your industry, great, you're going to kill it. But if you're like the rest of us, and no matter how good you are, you're just one of everybody else, you're going to have a hard time competing against whatever the big company is in your niche. You know, all the times I'm looking up things like where to eat in Las Vegas, and guess okay, let's do that. Las Vegas. This is a great example. I've never done this one, so let's go through it together. Las Vegas restaurants. All right, so I'm sitting at home and I go, I'm hungry. I'm sitting in a hotel. I'm in Las Vegas, sitting in a hotel, and I'm hungry. Let's see what Las Vegas restaurants. Okay. All right. So you get your local pack. This is nice. This is a bonus for the locals. Okay. But then you have, look, TripAdvisor, Vegas Eater. That's another big portal that's all about eating. TripAdvisor, all about vacations and traveling or whatever. Okay. You've got your Yelp. Yelp trumps a lot when you're looking up services and specific things, okay? So the local restaurant is going to have a really hard time to rank up here. So if I were I'm a local restaurant, I'm not going to try to rank for Las Vegas restaurants, okay? Now let's switch this and let's do Las Vegas Mexican restaurant. Okay, you see the local pack change? Still have TripAdvisor, Vegas Eater, Timeout. Oh my gosh, restaurants are extra tough, aren't they? Oh, there's Ricardo's way down there at the bottom. All right, so Las Vegas Mexican restaurant. Let's try authentic. I may not pick the best one because I need to specialize on something specific that they have. Okay, there's a couple popping up now. Las Vegas authentic Mexican restaurant on the Strip. Okay, yeah, that's tough. I'm not even, I'd have to find out what that Mexican restaurant would have to specialize in something very specific, and I don't see one. So let's watch this, watch. So this is a great example actually of how hard it is because all of those big portals have page one locked up. So if I were a Mexican restaurant and I were trying to gain anything on Google, I would have to find something that I specialize in that people are actually going to search by. Best Mexican burrito restaurant. I'm terrible because I really don't know Mexican restaurants. Oh, a little better. No, still got, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to figure out what it is. What is it that Mexican restaurant has that is a specialty that nobody else has, okay? So that's a tough one. But look, here's an example. So let's look up Las Vegas. Let's look up flower delivery. Oh, let's just put buy flowers, okay? So I want to buy flowers. I want to have flowers delivered to my house. This one I was looking at yesterday, okay? So you get your local pack. And then you get FTD, BuzzFeed, ProFlowers, Teleflora, right? If I was anything local, this would be hard. Now, let's just say now I want to buy roses, okay? I'm going to change this now to buy roses. First of all, look how your image graphics changed up here, but they're still dominated by the big guys. Locals now changed to people that have roses potentially in their name or more focused. Now look who took the #1 spot. Heirloomroses.com. Guess what that website is all about? Roses. Roses, about roses, miniature roses, climbing roses. They're actually trumping the roses page on ProFlowers, which is like the Zillow of the flower industry. Look at #3, Edmonds Roses. This is a local guy. It looks like a local guy. But regardless, his whole website is about roses. So what's happening here is that Google is rewarding these websites that are all about that item versus just having a page on that item. So unless you can be the florist, unless you can be Zillow, you're not 1-800-Flowers, you're not Zillow. Building a website around a specific niche would actually be way more beneficial than building a general real estate website. Now, let me tell you something. I sell real estate websites. I build and sell real estate websites. So although I'm a real estate agent, I own a marketing company called BallenBrands.com, and you can go online, you can buy our real estate websites. We'll get all your integration. We're doing tracking. We're setting up your blog platform. You can buy blogs from us, pay-per-click services, all of that good stuff, right? Great. And I'm going to coach you on how to blog and how to fill those niches, how to fill those specialty items with your blogs. But the more I look at this, the more I'm thinking, how do we get everybody, instead of just building a general website, to start with a specialty? And we build around that specialty. Now, we're still going to have an IDX search. We're still going to have access so the person can find whatever they want. But instead of competing against Zillow for Las Vegas real estate, what if we were just the condo guy, or the waterfront property guy, or the military specialist, or the 55 plus, or neighborhoods, okay? So let's look at here. Let's look at pet. Okay, so pet food. All right, so same thing as real estate, pet food. You're gonna get your local pack, great. Then what do you have? 1-800-PET-MEDS, Chewy.com, Petco.com, Petflow.com, all the big guys, okay? All right, now what if you did exotic pet food? Are we gonna get a page? You would think Petco has a page all about exotic food for pets, and then it might rank for that, but it's not anymore much. Look down here. It's switched now to a website all about exotic pet food, exotic nutrition. You see this? Completely shifted the results. Now, not to say they won't still pop up on here somewhere. I don't see them. Yeah, it looks like it's now. Watch. Okay, so now exotic pet food. Okay, so I've got sugar gliders, and I have a pet store, and we specialize in sugar gliders. And originally we thought, okay, if we just try to rank for exotic pet food, this is an example. I don't really have sugar gliders, but exotic pet food, we're going to try to rank. Well, you would have a hard time ranking against against websites that specialize in exotic pet foods. But what if you did sugar glider? Okay, there you go. Look. Okay, so in this particular case, some of them are popping up, but it looks like that exotic pet place is still probably killing it there. So they kind of have a lot of that exotic nutrition. But see, that's a great example. That exoticnutrition.com is not competing against general pet food. They're not trying to compete against general pet food. Instead, they've gone after something specific, exotic pets, okay? Now here's your sugar glider one popping up here. But we never saw these sugar glider ones in anything prior, right? But Google is working to return the most relevant website, not just the page. So your website ranks as an entity, and Google has to decide what your entity is and what your website is about. And it says, this website's about furniture. Great, then you compete with every other website that's about furniture. But if it says this website is about living room furniture, you're now competing against everybody that specializes in living room furniture. But then you go a little smaller. Oh, this website, this entity is about recliners. Now you're only competing against everybody who has recliners. Do you get the difference? So it's an entire website. So anyway, I could go on and on and on and on and show you examples, because this is pretty incredible. What's happening, like how much credit they're giving to theme, and by theme I mean relevance, not your WordPress theme. I mean the relevance of your website, etc. So if I look up Southwest Las Vegas homes, Zillow, yeah, that's still, there's better, not quite as bad. Okay, so if I were to look up, let's see if I built a whole website only around Las Vegas gated communities. There you go. Zillow, but we got some locals in here. My usual locals. I'm in there. My usual competitors are in there. There's about 5 of us that tend to jockey for those top positions for the locals. All right. So what if I said I only want to specialize in Mountain's Edge, which is a master plan community in Las Vegas. Mountain's Edge homes for sale. Zillow, Realtor.com, Zillow. So that's still not a good one, right? Because they still got the lockup. Summerlin homes for sale. I had that one for a while, proving exactly that. I built an entire website for Summerlin, and I ranked for all the Summerlin terms, and then I got rid of it because and the energy around it, how much time it was taking to put into it. So this is interesting. So this is something to play with. Clearly, condos was one of them. 55 plus communities in Henderson, Nevada. Still tough. Still tough. Lake Las Vegas homes. Jeez. That one's a little more open. It's interesting. So my head just goes to, if I were an attorney, I couldn't compete against all other attorneys. I would be competing in my specialty. And then what about my specialty? Can I focus on people searching that wouldn't be as competitive? Then you have to make sure, can I generate enough business in that niche? Okay. So here in Las Vegas, condos and high rises are huge. However, master plan communities are very, the HOAs are very expensive. People, you get a lot of leads for them, and then a lot of them don't close because they have a false impression over what the high rises are, that type of thing. But we still have a huge amount closing. So yeah, if you could take 10% market share in that particular niche, you could do a ton of business. So then I think, okay, well then we need more than one. So I'll build one all for Summerlin, and I'll build one all for Southern Highlands, and I'll build one for Southwest Las Vegas and one for Northwest Las Vegas, and not in a spammy way, not like the private blog networks, more like, how do I create a website that is so valuable to anybody that's military and looking to relocate? And that website is all about military, and it has a military look and feel, and it has military information. If I built one website for investors and everything on the website is all fixer-uppers and flipping and best investment deals, lowest price per square foot, or whatever, and the whole website is purely about investing, right? I build a distressed property site that's all about short sales and foreclosures. Nothing else, which now is not as competitive as it was 5 years ago. Nothing else on that website, and it's topical and it's valuable. It's got products around distressed properties. It's got seller information around distressed properties. Maybe there's a central website that kind of houses all the blogs that points out to the separate IDXs, or maybe each individual website just carries its own and isn't necessarily isn't working on trying to game the search engines by creating all those backlinks back and forth from all the various sites. But if they were all about one particular thing, I would say there's a good chance of trumping it's scary though. I'm just gonna say it's scary. It is scary to see what Zillow is doing right now on the search engines. I will tell you this. I'm logged into my other screen, not this one, but let me just show you something here. If I go over to my analytics, and Google will show us, we can see a little bit of our search data, the keywords people use to search. They'll pull, my software here will pull from Bing. It'll pull a little bit from Google, what Google releases, a small amount. So what I'm able to do is I can go up here and I can go to searches, and I can go to, hold on, I'm pulling 60 days worth, so it takes a little bit longer on this one. Then I can go to newest unique. Now look, this is how people are finding my website. Top hotels, Las Vegas. So that's a hyperlocal, and it's a blog post. Shows in Vegas for Christmas, hyperlocal, blog post. Best break shops, hyperlocal, blog post. Okay. Now, Las Vegas real estate law, earnest money. So somebody wants to know about earnest money. That's a blog post. Biggest houses in Las Vegas. That's really cool. That's an IDX page. Where to stay in Las Vegas for Christmas, hyperlocal blog post. How to bury a statue in your yard to sell a house. That one does really well. It's a blog post. Lake Mead Marina. That's a blog post. Okay. Address. That one's IDX. Best time to buy a house in Las Vegas. That's a blog post. $195,000 homes for sale. That's IDX. For those who don't know, if you're not in real estate, IDX stands for Internet Data Exchange, and it's basically the homes for sale page that I was just kind of showing you how we compete against Zillow. So those would be driven. Homes for sale guard gated with pool and casita in Nevada 89113. All right, Google, I got that one. So maybe Zillow hasn't built out their page yet for guard gated homes with a pool and a casita in 89113. Best Barbecue, hyperlocal, blog post. Can a seller back out if passes a close date? Blog post. Homes for sale in Henderson, owner will carry. That's an IDX page. And there again, see how that's a niche? What if you had an entire website that has seller financing and owner will carry homes? If that's a benefit to you, okay? Las Vegas homes with casitas. There's another one. What if I built an entire oh my gosh, I want to do this now that I just said it out loud. What if I built a website all around Las Vegas horse property? What if I built a website all around Las Vegas homes with a pool? Seriously. And the whole entire thing is about pools. Las Vegas homes with a pool, how to build a pool, what pool companies are the best pool companies, what are the different kind of pools you can have here in Las Vegas, who puts gates around the pools, swimmer safety, child safety, whatever. And I'm constantly promoting neighborhoods and everything with, best buys. Homes that just listed with a pool 24 hours ago, homes with a pool under these price ranges, homes with a pool in these zip codes, homes, I don't know. What would happen? That's one of our biggest draws here in Vegas. So what if there was an entire website designed around Las Vegas homes with a pool? So a client comes to me and says, I want to build a real estate website and I want to outrank Lori Ballen. Great, go. Let's build you a website focused only around homes with a pool. Or only 3-bedroom homes, like only, right? And just go with that and nothing else and see what happens. And articles and related real estate, you're still going to offer value, right? It's incredible. I just my brain won't stop thinking about what the potential is for this. The challenge would be having the energy, the time, and the resources to build more than one. So if you're going to do it, you'd have to do whatever your niche is in a way that you have enough business out of it. So here's another example. I'm thinking it in my head all of a sudden. Hold on. Las Vegas cosmetology. Okay. Las Vegas. I don't know how people would search that. You're looking for a place that does permanent makeup, okay? So you start with Las Vegas cosmetics, maybe. We start with that. And we get makeup, okay? So then we go, okay, let me find somebody that does Las Vegas permanent makeup. I haven't looked this one up like this, so I'm curious. Get the local, all right, permanent makeup. Permanent makeup. Okay, well, it looks to me now, this may be a bad example. It looks like permanent makeup is about microblading. Most people, permanent makeup is about the eyebrows now, so this might be a bad example. Because then I was going to go Las Vegas microblading and see if it changes. Oh, well, Yelp just trumped now. The other way was actually a little bit better. But see, the website that's all about microblading is there. I don't think that one was there before. This one's all about brows. Okay? You're getting the idea. Play with this on your end so you can see a little bit more about what I'm talking about. And I think as real estate business owners, for those of us that own a real estate business, we really have to be thinking about this, because my opinion is if nothing changes with Zillow, San Diego homes for sale, Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, Redfin, Homes.com, Century 21. If nothing changes with Zillow, Trulia, that type of thing, if they still have the data and they just continue to grow, IDX-driven leads will go away for real estate agents. That's my opinion. They trump us on our own listings, for crying out loud. I have to work really hard when I get a new listing to get it up there to make sure that it's still ranking in the top so that I get some leads off my own listing. And so if we're real estate agents, and IDX isn't going to work the way it once did, what do we have if you're working on search engines, okay? A lot of people are just switching over to social because they're going, all right, let me do the social, but you don't think the same challenges are going to follow? Because yeah, they will. You don't think Zillow's going to figure out a social component that's going to put everybody out? Sure they will. You know, so these beasts, these giants, we have to be thinking about how do we beat them, because if we don't figure out a way to beat them, we're going to end up working for them because they're already selling houses online. Gosh, this turned into a Zillow thing, didn't it? You know what I'm saying? Same with flower shops, same with attorneys. Las Vegas attorney. Who do we got? Find Law, Justia. See, these aren't even local attorneys. These are the portals. Half Price Lawyers, lawyers.com. Every industry, you guys, look at this. Every major industry has the same challenge we have with Zillow. We are not special as real estate agents, okay? So Las Vegas injury attorney, more specialty, okay? They're good. There's an injury law #1. That makes me very happy to see that. All right, a lot of locals, right? So because they have a specialty, they're able to outrank those big portals. But once those big portals figure that out and become injury portals, they'll trump and take all those other ones out. So this is what's happening on search right now. And so the message is, how do you become a specialist instead of a generalist, so that you're only competing with other specialists, not everybody? That you're proving your value as a specialist, and that's why people are coming to you. And you're proving that on search, and you're proving that on social, and you're proving that in your brand. This is what we need to be thinking about right now. And if I was gonna say, if I were a real estate agent, if I'm taking on a new client right now and we're having this conversation, we're doing the research. We're gonna go look, you know, what does it look like in your market? What's popular in your market? What opportunities in your market? What might be untapped in your market? What could you specialize in that you haven't thought about that you might be really good about? What if you built an entire website around first-time home buyers? Everything on your website's for first-time home buyers. So you've got down payment programs, you've got you've got all kinds of qualification information, how to buy a house, how to find a house, and everything on your website is starter prices. Everything. The only IDX you feature, although they can have access to search all of it, the only pages you build are starter homes for our first-time home buyer style homes. So you're going to specialize in condos. You're going to specialize in 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom homes, probably 3-bedroom especially. So 3-bedroom with a garage, 3-bedroom under 200, 3-bedroom with a pool, 3-bedroom in 89113, 3-bedroom in 89128, 3 bedrooms in Summerlin, 3 bedrooms in Mountain's Edge, and all of your blogs are geared towards first-time home buyers. How much more likely are you to rank when somebody types in a home, how to buy a house? Probably pretty good. Probably pretty good. So this is just where I wanted to go with this today. It makes me feel good to be able to talk even if nobody's listening. I need a sounding board because I think this is huge. And I think those of us that figure this out at a super high level are going to kill it. And those of us that don't pay attention to this are going to get bumped out of the search engines for sure. And then eventually it carries over to the next channel, to the next medium, right? And so these portals are everywhere. They're in every industry. And we got to figure out how to not compete against the portals, not compete against these hubs, but compete against specialties. So that's it for me today. If you have a real estate referral, I'm Lori Ballen in Las Vegas. You can find me at ballenvegas.com. We also serve Henderson and North Las Vegas. And if you need a real estate website, you're looking to get some pay-per-click help, you want some blog content, you want coach advice on all this, you're looking to get some SEO going on your websites, any of that, look us up, ballenbrands.com. Thanks.